PackGeek. Hey guys, Jeff from PackGeek here. I'm at Nick's Sports Cards in Plano, Texas. I decided I would get us out of the kitchen, so let's go see some cards. We're inside this awesome shop. I'm here with Dean Fuller, who is the owner of Nick's Sports Cards. Dean, so it's called Nick's Sports Cards, but you're the owner. I'm a little confused.
Well, I call myself the new Nick for the reason the old owner's name was Nick Redwine. Nick and Debbie Redwine are great people. I was a customer of Nick's for 20 plus years, and Nick has a business background as well, has an MBA, real smart guy, and 30-year history, so I was going to keep it the name. He well branded it, so Nick's is cool with me.
I love it. So just for the audience out there, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, like, you probably already know about Nick's. But if you haven't checked it out, we're in Plano. This place is awesome. They have a little bit of everything. But if you were to say Nick's is the place to go for blank, what would the blank be?
All things sports card related and memorabilia related items. I mean, we really have it all. In fact, it was kind of fun last week. We had Drew Pearson in to do some signings.
No kidding.
And he sat back at that table and he was saying, like, he was in awe of the memorabilia and said, best sports card shop and memorabilia shop in Dallas.
I
nice.
think I think he's correct. I would have to agree with that.
Thank you.
So something I really appreciate about you is that you're not only a business owner, but you are a collector.
Oh, yeah.
So talk to me about your collecting.
Oh, I got a nice PC. I've been collecting, like I say, for years. I used to bring my kids into Nick's. We used to live a mile away. And Josh and Jake, when they were 8 and 9, they're now like 27, 28, but they used to come in here with me all the time and get cards and help collect and build a collection. And we got a great PC now. It's like some memorabilia, a bunch of cards, a little bit of everything, but mostly when I collected, I mean, I like the modern and I got some modern too, but I was more on the vintage side.
Sure.
So that's probably my first love, really, is more on the vintage side than the modern cards.
Like any players in particular, or any sets in particular?
Well, my favorite player, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. My favorite player is Al Kaline.
Cool.
The 68 series was awesome, and I used to buy, collected cards back then as a kid. So that was great, and I got a bunch of 68 Tiger stuff in my personal collection. All kinds of vintage stuff, modern, Madonna hockey, Ty Cobb is in there, the old timers.
Ty Cobb, wow. Well, so I always like to ask this because this is a pack-ripping show. How did you first acquire your cards? Like, how did you go about that? Was it a grocery store or neighborhood corner shop, or how'd you get those?
Neighborhood corner shop, man. The name of it, if I remember correctly, was Chippewa Drugs, and you could walk in there, and at the time, I think it was 10 cents a pack.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was
and
crazy.
What year, like?
I'm talking early 60s,
okay.
Mid 60s, yeah.
Can you imagine acquiring 60s tops for 10 cents a pack now?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen, but yeah, no, it was great. I collected, a bunch of stuff back then, and followed sports, hockey with Gordie Howe in town.
Of course,
hockey
yeah.
town. So baseball, hockey were primary.
Now, in the 60s, were you chasing just local players, or were you chasing Mantles and, Ernie Banks, Hank Aaron? Who were you looking for?
I like the Tigers, but we definitely chased all the big names that you just mentioned there. Ernie Banks, Mickey Mantle were among them, sure.
Yeah, Hank Aaron, Clemente, like so many great players to collect back then.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do you still have any of the cards you bought as a kid?
I probably do have some of them as collected as a kid. Not too many, but yeah, there are definitely some in my collection that I had since, being a little guy.
Mom didn't get to them and throw them out
No,
while
not
you were
those.
away?
No,
Okay, that's good. So I'm curious to know, is it difficult balancing being a store owner and a collector at the same time? Because like I'm a collector, but I can be a hoarder at times too. I would almost have a hard time just setting up shop and selling all this cool stuff that I'd like to keep.
I guess the short answer is yes.
Okay.
But the longer answer is, I'm lucky enough that I built my collection over years, so I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't need a whole bunch of more stuff to just make me happy, because the PC is pretty good as is. And it can be difficult, because one of the benefits we see, because we've been in business here at Nick's for 30 years, is what's walking through that front door on any given day is like crazy good sometimes.
Yeah, I bet.
So you kind of do get a deal. Like earlier I showed you in one of our vintage cases was a 1933-34 Gaudi set. It walked in the door here one day. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So how often do collections walk through the door that somebody's planning to move?
Every day.
No kidding.
Monday's our buy day.
Okay.
But somehow people find us on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But that's great, because really for us, I mean, look around, and the cards and what we get is phenomenal.
Well, so I want to ask, because we walked back here. We're in the back room. They have this really cool like lounge area, which we'll show in the B-roll, where you can break packs, you can watch sports on TV. But the store was full walking back here. Like, there was people clogging the ways. We had a hard time getting some of our gear back here. So in the age of the internet and online stores, like, how do you stay successful as a brick and mortar store? Like, what's the secret?
I think in the brick and mortar atmosphere, you just same old, same old. You got to be kind to people, nice to people, give them good customer service, and just take care of your customers really on a daily basis. And I think that's what we do well here, and that's why Nick's has survived for as long as it's had, because of its good customer service and the selection. We got an abundant supply of boxes and packs and individual cards, and like I say, it changes every day. So if we don't have a Mickey Mantle one day, come Monday we might have 5 Mickey Mantles.
Do you have a lot of regular customers that
oh, yeah.
you can see on a weekly basis?
Absolutely. We're blessed. We're very lucky to have that type of customer. And the nice thing is, and the reason I did this room that we're sitting in now, is the old store was very narrow and it didn't have the opportunity. And we use the back room for a number of things, including guys can buy a box on the wall, come back here, like you say, enjoy part of a game, open it up, open some packs, whatever they want to do. We do birthday parties back here. We do box breaks back here. It really gives us the ability to expand, which is also what I think you got to do from a brick and mortar perspective, is to stay relevant, because everybody loves breaking boxes, breaking packs, breaking cases. And then to keep the young kids in, which is also one of my desires, is get young kids into this hobby, to keep it going, vibrant.
Necessary.
Yeah, is we put in the foosball and the shuffleboard, and we do. Really, we've had, I don't know, probably 8-10 birthday parties back here too for kids, which they seem to enjoy immensely.
I got to tell you, Dean, if I had the option when I was a young man to throw a birthday party at a card shop, well, I'd have been all over that. So this place is cool. You guys, especially local DFW people, check this out. Like, you've got to come in here if you haven't seen it before. So in just a second, I want you to give me a tour around the store and tell me about everything. But so what products have you guys been moving a lot lately? Like, what's hot?
All the new basketball with Zion coming out.
Zion Mania.
Yeah, it's flying. And Luka, look how he's playing to start off this year. He's incredible, and teaming up with Porzingis. Basketball's hot, football's hot. The new Prism just came out,
Cool.
So all of that stuff is going pretty nuts out of here.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I can't talk about cards and not see cards. So, will you take me around? Will you show me around this
let's
place?
have a look.
All right, let's go check it out.
Thank you. So up front here we have like some older boxes. It may not, our 18, 19, 20 stuff is on the wall. This might be 17 or 16. We got different sports. We got the football. If somebody's looking for Mahomes in a 17, we got it.
Yeah.
We got basketball. And then we got some baseball. That gives them, and it's a nice price differentiation, a little bit different like that. We got the mystery jerseys, baseball, football. We got some old stuff for nostalgia, get some old wax kind of stuff. These have been a big hit. That's a $5 grab bag, 2 packs, and a special card in between. It's gonna be a rookie, a jersey card, or an auto card in those.
I bet you move a lot of those.
Oh, yeah.
Until I had to point this out, but I noticed, is this a Gaudi set?
It's not a full set, but it's a whole lot of Gaudi cards that we acquired. Like I said, walking in the door one day, came the 33 and 34 Gaudis. We're really proud of this because these just graded up in a nice condition. They're totally awesome. The color's great. The centering's pretty nice.
Graded
and I mean, a
locally
4
here
and
at
5s on that kind of card that's old is awesome good.
That is.
And we had 8 Lou Gehrig's and a Ruth in that collection when they walked in the door. It's awesome.
Gosh, the dream collection to come through. And so, like high-end wax here behind the counter?
Oh, yeah. We get them all. We get, you know, from Flawless and the Immaculate and every.
We love Flawless on PackGeek.
Yeah. And of course, the Prism's real hot now. Basketball with Zion coming out. So we got the Prism in there. We got the Contenders draft tickets.
Well, okay, so talk to me about this.
This is our newest edition. This new edition is an authentic stadium from old Yankee Stadium. It was there back in '76.
It's like a locker space, or
locker, exactly.
Okay, okay.
And in the back is a picture of how those lockers used to line up in the locker room.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty cool. And then it's all MLB certified and Steiner authenticated. All right, so let me show you the wheel. The wheel's awesome.
Yes, the wheel.
The wheel's we do different things with the wheel all the time. This week we did a World Series wheel to commemorate the World Series. So there's and we did this up with, you could win if you spin. Green is always the grand prize, so give it a little whirl. And this week, you know, wherever this person would land, they're going home with a box of Donruss Optic baseball
Optic.
right
Nice.
there. Get a K-line, you got a box of Leaf Babe Ruth where you can get a Babe Ruth bat card or.
So how do you qualify for a spin?
We just do it on a monetary basis, you know.
Okay.
Like this was a $100 spin. Lady came in yesterday. Her first spin ever, she hit the grand prize and went home with a 5-sign Cy Young piece, all Yankee guys. It was amazing. She was just awesome out of here. And then our next grand prize we're putting up is this Ripken helmet. Real nice, 18/21. Just a great looking helmet, Cal Ripken Auto. All kinds of great stuff.
So I see all the kiddos over here flocking towards this wall. Is that like bargain boxes or what are
those? Those are what we call our 50-cent card section. So they move like crazy. So you can get a card in here for 50 cents of your favorite player. And then here are cases of individual cards from, you know, low end to high end. We were fortunate enough to hit a 9.5 on a booklet, National Treasure Saquon Barkley Nike card. I mean, that's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, with the swoosh and auto.
Yeah, and we got autographed cards in here. Zeke and Dax in our Cowboy case. Crazy stuff.
Oh, you've got a Cowboy case.
Yeah, that's all, like all Cowboys in there. And Drew Pearson was kind enough to sign some stuff when he was here for us. Then we got high-end baseballs with Ted Williams, Mickey Mantle. Beautiful Mickey Mantle signature, just great stuff.
Well, guys, sorry, you're gonna have to give me a second. I'm gonna need to buy something. We'll catch up with you in a second. Man, I'll take one. All right. Thank you. Good luck. All right.
So Hayes was a long-time Knicks customer already. A great guy, fun guy. Loves coming in. Brought in some of his new friends. Ronan here is a first-timer, and first-timer at Knicks get a grab bag and this Pay It Forward pack. But we got to have the deal. Here's how the Pay It Forward works. Yeah. You got to do a good deed for somebody. Not everything, you know, not normal stuff. This is above and beyond the call of duty. You got to shake on it. No wimpy handshakes at Knicks. Big solid shake. And if you agree, we'll give them to the adult. You perform the good deed, and then you come back and tell us what good deed you did, okay, buddy?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thanks for coming to Knicks, man.
While we have these guys here, I also heard they have a YouTube channel. So what do you guys do? First off, what's the YouTube channel called?
Two Bros Knows.
Two Bros Knows. Okay, we'll put that on screen. And then what do you guys cover in Two Bros Knows?
We talk about like football and like predictions and a lot of stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you talk about cards at all?
No, but we plan to do that in like the next episode.
But you're making predictions.
Yeah.
All right, very cool. Two Bros Knows, check it out. Dean, thank you so much. I love this store. This place is amazing. Guys, if you're in the DFW area, if you're not, come visit Knicks Sports Cards here. So I'm gonna give you a chance now. Is there any social media or websites you want to plug?
Oh yeah, we're on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We have our website, knickscards.net. So we're out there, and that's one of the other things you got to do in a brick and mortar environment too, is stay relevant and be on the social media. It's so ever increasingly important. So those are our sites, and we're on there, and we do all kinds of great stuffs out there, posts, and we also do a newsletter every week at the store as well.
Oh, cool. And they can sign up for that on the website?
You can't sign up for it on the website. We also have an in-store sign up as well.
Perfect. Thank you, Dean.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your time today. Guys, we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for checking out another episode. Make sure to subscribe to PackGeek on YouTube. Also check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks.
PackGeek.